I love the original Dead Rising. I have since I first played it on the 360, but 100%ing this game, it felt like dragging my nutsack through a mile of glass and lava, especially with some of these achievements. Save all 50 survivors from the mall? A little hard when they have the same survivability as an elderly man crossing the highway in the middle of rush hour. Another achievement? Kill 53,000 zombies in a single playthrough. However, this one is easily done by showing the zombies what the franchise turns into. After that, they'll do the rest. And then...
Oh, no. I don't want to do that. No.
Yep, that's right. 7-Day Survivor, possibly the most notorious achievement in the Dead Rising franchise. This one requires you to play the game for 14 hours consecutively without dying or quitting. You can't go AFK either because your health is consistently going down. So yeah, a barrel of fun that is, just sitting here making sure Frank's health is full for 14 hours straight. Listen, the only thing that's going to be dead after this is your sleeping schedule, because I know mine was. Anyway, let's quit the yapping and get into it. Frank starts by flying over the town, watching the chaos ensue below, people eating each other and begging for his help, but Frank's like, nah, I'm good, and flies towards the center of town, towards the mall. Frank's been looking to buy some new shoes, you see, and he thinks the perfect place to get some would be this very mall. Now, unfortunately for Frank, the fashion police do show up and try to stop him, but he's a very persistent man who tells the pilot to come back for him in 3 days. After Frank crash lands onto the roof, he meets some boring, unimportant character, but he does have some nice shoes on. Frank then heads deeper into the mall and runs into a group of survivors, one being a mysterious woman who Frank stares at. Frank stares at her like a fat guy ogles an all-you-can-eat buffet. And then there's also this old woman who's looking for her dog. But Frank's not here for them, or any of this. He's here for the shoe store. But unfortunately, before he can find it, Hulk Hogan's failed clone starts barking orders at him to go and get something to barricade the front door to stop the dead from getting inside. In the worst turn of luck, the elderly woman spots her precious pooch outside with the zombies. So like any normal person, she decides to open the front door, letting the zombies flood in like the non-evil version of Black Friday shoppers. But Frank hears the voice of an angel calling to him.
What in the hell are you people doing? Run! Quick, move! Get over here!
There's a sale on shoes up here! Come on, move! So you best bet your sweet bippy when Frank heard there's a sale on shoes, he went into 80s action hero mode. He started absolutely bodying zombies left, right and centre, and he got to those stairs. And on his way to the stairs, he found a shotgun. As Frank makes his way back into the security room, he meets 3 of his fellow survivors, Brad, Jesse, and the Devil in disguise. After a brief conversation with Jesse, Frank decides, okay, this place is boring, I'm going to go witness horrible things. But before Frank gets to witness said horrible things, he gets a quest from a 40-year-old man named Jeff.
Hey, anybody around?
To find his wife Natalie, who is less than 50 feet away. And after they are reunited, they hug, they kiss, Frank's taking pictures like a little peeping Tom, and we get our first 2 achievements of the run. Photojournalist and the artiste. A double achievement unlocked for the first achievement? Oh, this is gonna be far too easy. Oh, how young and foolish past me was to think this was going to be easy. Well, anyway, this makes it so that we only have 48 more achievements to get. After we depot Jeff and Natalie back into the security room, we head forward, but Frank expectantly runs into a threat. A zombie.
Zombies, huh?
Zombies, huh?
Figured you'd show
Had a
up.
feeling you'd show up.
Well, close enough, fake fan. Jesus Christ, I suck.
As Frank gets ready to pounce on the zombie like a cornered tiger with a fire extinguisher, he realizes, holy shit, it's actually Jesse, plot twist. Jessie may not have got a fire extinguisher planted in her head, but she has injured her ankle. And the bad news is, Brad needs backup, so Frank offers to take her place, plus he might find a shoe store on the way. But before Frank goes running off, he drops one of the hardest lines in video gaming history.
I've covered wars, you know.
And after that, we step into the mall on our lonesome for the very first time. Our objective being, secondary objective, save Brad. Main objective, find shoes.
Sports. Yeah, the sports one's kind of good. Drop the potato chips. For they are very dog shit. Jesus.
Frank's riding around town with his brown loafers and his pink shirt with the white pant combo. Woo! Feeling good and looking even better. As Frank catches back up to Brad, he also nearly catches a bullet. Must be the fashion police, Frank thinks, when in reality, dear God, it's the guy from the roof with the nice shoes, and his name is Carlito. Brad looks just ecstatic to see Frank instead of Jessie, but nevertheless, they regroup and form an attack plan. And what you're about to see, it's one of the most intense, epic boss fights of all time. Just look at how confident Brad is. And boom, Carlito is donezo. He's hauling ass out of there like he's just seen an ad for single women from Santa Cabeza in your area. After he makes his daring escape, Francis and Bradley have a pretty serious conversation, in which Brad reveals that he and Jessie are actually DHS agents, and they're looking for a doctor who Frank saw in the entrance plaza when he first entered the mall. And then we get to witness one of the greatest exchanges in the entire game.
A hot-headed, underhanded, hotshot paparazzi with nothing better to do than to invade people's privacy.
I try. You got a point?
Great big burger.
After all the yapping's done, Frank and Brad decide to work together and head towards the doctor's location. Jump kick. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's important to note that I make a save here. It is important to note it down for no reason. No reason at all. This is not foreshadowing.
Brad, help me. Brad is getting taken to Pound Town. Move, Brad.
After Frank and Brad make it to the entrance plaza, we find Barnaby, but he decides,
No, I'm okay. In my bookstore, I'm reading Harry Potter.
And he says that he refuses to join us until we can guarantee a safe way out of the mall. Now this would be an ideal time for Frank to mention his helicopter, but he's too distracted by the alpha male vibes that Brad's giving off. After Brad takes off back to the security room, Frank finds another survivor that's been stuck behind a wall of cardboard boxes. He's apparently been stuck here for multiple days. Yes, stuck by cardboard boxes for multiple days. But nevertheless, him and Frank become instant best friends, and they join together to fight the evil zombie hordes.
Alright, come on, Bill. Give you a pistol. Oh my god. Stop, bro. Okay, thank you for that, Bill. Only swag glasses for a player like me. Only one type of glasses that I wear. Oh, I thought it. Oh, yeah. There they are. Gotta get the aviators. Move out my damn way, Bill.
After some pretty atrocious commentary, thank you for that, pest uncle, Frank and Bill decide it's best to head back to the security room.
I'm not about to die. Please, lock in. Lock in, Frank. Lock in. Oh.
Oh, wow, Frank. That was a close call.
And the winner is...
Uncle Zomboys.
Oh, for God's sake, Bill. Oh my God, bro. Say. Oh.
While heading back to the security room, Frank freaks the hell out. He starts shooting random plates on the wall, which is a good thing because we need as much XP as possible to get the level max achievement.
Bill should have been a football player. Look at that stance. Look at the posture on that man. Saved by Bill, the true hero of Willamette. Okay, well, he didn't save me that time.
After Frank says goodbye to Bill, he tells Brad and Jesse about his helicopter coming, and then he leaves again because he gets bored. But this time he runs into a fellow photographer. And when I say I struggled with this section, it is the understatement of the century. This annoying little freak's voice is going to bounce around my big ass head for years to come.
Hit the pose, Kent. Kill him. Kent, that is not the pose. Ooh, please.
You old sack of crap, I'm a pro! You're nothing! Nothing! Boring! Try a little harder, old timer!
Stall. Maybe Kent should play games, doesn't he? Or just not the game ready to do this. Hit it, Kent. Kent, please, I'm begging.
Oh, yeah, great!
Surely. Ooh.
But first, feast your eyes on my work. Now this is my most emotionally moving shot. Now this is my sexiest shot.
You know, anytime Kent's on screen, I can't help but think of another certain Capcom character. They kind of bear a resemblance as well. Maybe they're distant cousins. But anyway, me and Frank were talking, and we both decided there's not a better way to end the first day of his shopping trip at Willamette than a montage.
Frank's giving the zombies a hot twat.
And to cap off Francis's big first shopping day, we get 2 more achievements. Number 1 being group photo, and then the second being portraiture. And then after a hard day's work, Frank takes a little sleep. As Frank slumbers, Otis walks up to him and whispers something in his ear. And then suddenly, Frank awakens in the Wonderland Plaza toilets. How does he do it? I'm not quite sure. While investigating the plaza, Frank runs into a clown. He seems friendly, but when Frank saw the clown's ridiculous shoes, something snapped within Frank. It enraged Frank. Even if this clown was friendly, he was gonna kick his ass. Well, that didn't exactly go to plan. But as Frank was bleeding out on the floor, he saw the clown's stupid shoes, and he rose from his near death and was ready for round 2.
Done. Ooh. Ooh. That's quite interesting. I can throw shit too, bitch. Please.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I thought was going to happen, but as Frank's life force was draining away, a sudden determination rised in him. He wasn't going to be bested by a clown shoe-wearing clown. As Frank stands up, he suddenly changes clothes and thinks to himself, He didn't hear no bell, so he's ready for round 3. The determination must be doing something to Frank, because he's getting his hits in, he's doing it, he's dodging all of Adam's attacks. Nothing in the world could Okay. I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what to say anymore. I've never had this much trouble with Adam in my life. So, not yet, Adam. It's not over yet. And after a long and tedious battle, we got him. And we got his stupid shoes too. And I humbly and respectfully declare my victory over Adam.
Suck my nuts.
After I'd vented my hate and anger out towards Adam, I had realised I'd unlocked 2 more achievements, Free Fall and Self-Defense, but these weren't my only spoils of war, as we now had access to the single most overpowered melee weapon in the game. And Greg. Now Greg, being the absolute MVP he is, shows Frank a shortcut between the Paradise and Wonderland plazas, so now we don't have to worry about too much more. As soon as we leave Wonderland, we immediately turn and go right back in, as there's 2 survivors there who conveniently were waiting for Frank to leave the area, so we grab them.
Then I proceed to nearly have a breakdown because of the Masterclass AI. Take the weapon. I'd rather you have it and be able to defend yourself than me saw you in half. Okay, he's sawing Shinji in half. He's sawing me in half!
Then we haul ours back to the security room. I make inhuman noises.
This is scarier than, like, anything.
And Frank has a conversation with Brad.
After Frank and Brad talk about who has the cooler looking shirt, we head to the North Plaza to meet the CEO of Reddit mods, Cletus, who is also voiced by Bill Farmer, who is Goofy. Literally. Goofy then shoots a guy, then we were already launched into our 3rd psychopath fight. And for some reason, I decided to use my OP weapon on the zombies, while using the horrendously dogshit nail gun on Cletus. Until I eventually come to my senses and slay him where he stands, becoming Frank West, Goofy Slayer. And as Oppenheimer once said, I am become Goofy. Then Cletus gets his arse eaten by the guy he shot. Frank meets David, who's got a little owie on his widow wag, so we bring him back to the security room. And on the way, somehow, the convicts returned. So Frank puts them back in their resting place. And we get our 7th achievement, Carjacker. After we take the machine gun, Frank shows off his aimbot skills, and then returns back safely to the security room.
Then I decide it's high time to mop up some achievements while we have some free time. So Frank rides some zombies for the Zombie Road achievement, plows some zombies for the Raining Zombie achievement, and then Frank green pies a zombie. But he did that last one just for a giggle. Afterwards, Frank heads back to the security room, where he talks to Jesse and Brad. While they're talking, Jesse spots Dr. Barbosa being dragged away by the evil, nice shoe-wearing Carlito. So Frank and Giga Chad Brad roll out to save the day. Once we reach the entrance plaza, Frank still hasn't learned and would have eaten a bullet if not for the real main character, Brad. We already beat Carlito once, so we don't really need to worry about beating him a second time. He's still just probably using that little baby SMG. It's not like he's got a, 50 caliber rifle or anything. Oh. Well, nevertheless, Frank and Brad, they aren't going to be scared off by, superior weaponry. They charge in head first, ready for another sick-ass boss battle. Baby. After we once again beat Carlito, with a little bit of cheese this time, Brad and him exchange bullets while Frank tries to shoot Carlito but gets distracted by an ad for a shoe store on the wall. And then Carlito escapes once again. So Frank and Brad save Dr. Barndoors, who's been dangling above zombies this entire time, and then they limp their way back to the security room. However, Brad's beginning to get a fever, so now it's Frank's turn to save Brad. So we head to the supermarket with a pharmacy in the North Plaza to get the medicine that we need. But we run into the store's hostile manager, who's closing in on having a bald-ass head. We also see that he's taken the mystery woman that Frank saw in the entrance plaza earlier. It was probably because she said that he had a bald-ass head. Once the manager sees Frank's long and luscious hair, he immediately becomes so jealous that he just instantly crashes out and then proceeds to immediately have a heart attack and die. So Frank decides to wake up the kidnapped mysterious woman and then immediately hits on her, and that goes as well as one could expect.
I don't need any help. You people don't know a thing.
Whoa!
You're the ones who
Can't be saying that.
So Frank accepts he'll forever be alone, he grabs the meds, and then he heads to Wonderland Plaza to pick up 2 more survivors, and that goes as well as usual.
Ow! That was me. That was my head that you just caved in.
After we drop Ross and Tanya off, there's a bit of extra time for some more achievements, and I decide to have a conversation with myself deciding what achievement to go for.
Snake, you have to hit zombies, or knock 10 zombies over. Burning ball. Okay, that was a sick-ass trick, Snake.
But unfortunately, before me and Major Zero are able to finish our conversation, Frank hears the cries of survivors nearby, so he jumps into action and saves the 2 sisters that are in peril. After which, Frankie decides it's time to do some bowling, which results in us getting the strike achievement. So this is our 10th achievement. That means we are 1/5 of the way there. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So I depot the Terrasum twins and then head to meet my favorite psychopath in the entire franchise. Yep, that's right, it's Clifford the Big Red Veteran. After a lot of running and some weird noises, we get the Psycho Photo achievement, and then we have a heart-to-heart with Steve Blum.
When I heard her scream, I just lost it. Everything went white. Suddenly.
Shh, it's okay, you're dead now. Wait, you seen any shoe stores around? What? No. Okay, shh, you're dead now, shh. After we pay our respects to Cliff, we save his 3 hostages. Then we meet the resident fat man himself, Ronald, whose main concern is eating food. He's just like me, for real, for real. And then, like every other AI in this game, he immediately pisses me off.
Ronald, you better not be still in that store, you fat bitch. Oh my god. Get the hell out of the way with your shopping cart.
It was at this point I realised I'd been a very silly little man, because I'd completely forgotten about the time management system of this game, and my next case was about to expire, so I had to make the executive decision to leave everybody behind in hopes I could make it to the security room in time.
Oh. Please. No! Don't do this!
You're probably wondering what was so important that I had to drop everything, leave all my survivors behind, and get back to the security room for? Well, it was for Jessie to shit-talk me.
Can't really blame her for running from a guy with your looks.
What the hell? And for Dr. Barracuda to have a panic attack about hearing the town called Santa Cabeza. After I sprint back to my loyal survivors to ensure their safety, turns out that Ronald's found another protector,
that being Kent. Yep, he's back. He yaps like usual, Frank shows him some pictures, and then he storms off because he's a big crybaby. And finally, without any other distractions, we're able to depot all the survivors back into the security room. But as the famous saying goes, there is no rest for shoe shoppers in Willamette. So we are off again, this time to Wonderland Plaza to meet an officer of the law. And holy, in another timeline, she and Frank might have made a hell of a couple. But unfortunately in this timeline, she's a bit too torture-y and does too many horrific things for Frank's taste. So Frank chooses to save the other 4 women in the room over his potential wife. A truly noble decision. So the fight begins and I underestimate her almost immediately. She seems like a nice lady. Holy shit, but she's a tank as well. After a little cock and ball torture, we are able to come out on top and we are awarded the Peacekeeper achievement. Then, the officer decides to make weirder noises than I do.
Oh, it hurts.
Afterwards, Frank proceeds to save the hostages, but is so traumatized by what he's just witnessed, he can only bring himself to say one line of dialogue repeatedly.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright?
He soon snaps out of it as we start having fun on the girls' night out.
Thanks. Hey!
Yeah, let's go. Yippee!
It, however, ends abruptly as 2 more survivors scream for help as they hang from a giant bunny above the unwavering hordes of dead. So Frank and his low FPS bat jump into the fray. All the nearby survivors regroup at the door to go into the next area, all except Nick, who's a little preoccupied at the moment. Nick, please. Stop laughing at the zombie with a hand in its mouth. Yep, that's right. Good old Nick's decided, nah, I'm not going to survive the zombie outbreak. I'm just going to look at this zombie and laugh. I'm convinced that these AI, they've taken years off my life. And just to put into perspective, I'll just speed this part up to show what the AI decided to do not even 2 minutes later. I'm convinced that this thing is trying to kill me. It tried, and I think it almost succeeded. Look at this, man. The AI in this game is truly just the most disgusting thing ever. It was at this point I was beginning to lose my cool. I started blaming the AI, thinking that it was out to get me. Wait, there's no zombie with a hand in its mouth, so Nick can stop and laugh at it for 10 minutes with him. Janet, move. Move out of the way, Nick! But my hatred for the AI wasn't going to stop me from saving them, as we find our newest member, Gordon. Afterwards, we score ourselves one more achievement, that being Zombie Hunter. Oh yeah! With a force of 7 survivors, Frank felt like nothing could stop him. But then he soon met that nothing. Yeah, that's right, a weird cult about ring cults has spawned in Willamette. It seems that Frank is not the only clothes shopper in town. Frank, for some odd reason, just sits back and lets the cult almost kill an innocent woman. But luckily, the cult's leader, Leslie Nielsen, spots Frank and stops. So now it's time for a good old-fashioned duel between the clothes shoppers. Now, at this point, I didn't have a lot of weapons left, so I was going to have to take my time, methodically taking out each member of the cult one by one. However, the AI felt differently. No! Okay, I swear to God, I will beat the shit out of you. Get the hell out of here. No! I know what you're doing. Jesus Christ! Frank did it, he saved Jennifer, we got the tour guide achievement, but then I calmly realised that the next case was almost over. Oh, tour guide. Holy shit, that thing's nearly over. So I decided to go through Frank's best hits and abandon the survivors again to make it to the next case in time. With the power of Quick Step,
and Frank's speed, surely we can make it in time. Oh.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's so bad.
Okay. We didn't make it. But hey, at least we saved frequently, so we'll get right back into the action. Oh wait, I hadn't saved since before the Joe fight. So I was going to have to redo the Joe fight, saving Nick and his friend, saving Gordon, and then saving Jennifer. Again. Alright, we've got it this time. We kill Joe, save the hostages, we save Nick and Sally, we head back to the safe room without Gordon to save time, we go into Paradise Plaza, Janet dies. Wait, what? Alright, we didn't get it the first 2 times, but as they say, the 3rd time is the charm. So we kill Joe, save the hostages, save Nick and Sally. Oh, come on! Need a hand? Okay, bro. We save Gordon. I express my hate for Janet. Who else is screaming for help? Janet! We make it to Paradise Plaza. We fight the cultists. We save Jennifer. And Sally dies.
Oh, God.
For this next attempt, I tried to save Jennifer first, instead of just going straight for the hostages. And it was looking promising, up until right at the end, after I'd saved all the hostages, Nick, Sally, and then we got to Gordon. Because when we got to Gordon, the biggest bullshit happened in the history of Willamette, Colorado.
Is that... Wait, who are we... Oh. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. But I'm getting ridiculously angry. Please. Okay. Everybody? Everybody, come in here. Come in here. Come on. Come on, everybody. You're going to be standing here. Everybody. Come. Jennifer. That is not what I told you to do. What do you mean scoop chance lost? What's scoop chance?
Yes. In the 5 seconds I had left Alfresca Plaza to get the survivors, and the 2 seconds I spent in front of the store, Gordon had somehow died. Now I admit, this news, I may not have reacted the best way after hearing it. Loading an early year save. That's right, I gave up. I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna load an older save. My PTSD from being soft-locked in Resident Evil games finally paid off. So just to give it a quick breakdown. So, I spoke to Kentwood, I delivered Cliff's hostages and Ronald, I grabbed Gordon. Gordon proceeds to be a pain in my ass.
Hello? Anyone there?
Gordon!
Gordon is throwing.
Big Mama beats our ass.
Gordon! Gordon, save me! Gordon!
We beat Big Mama's ass and do a great impression while doing it.
Well, you know what comes next.
I'm alright. We save the hostages while Gordon's being as useless as ever.
Okay, Gordon is getting absolutely ripped to shreds. We'll give Kay a machete because it's going to break any second anyway.
Are you alright? After saving Nick and Sally, I decided to grab another mini chainsaw while singing a jolly tune.
Mini chainsaw, mini chainsaw, mini chainsaw.
Then we made a stylish entrance back to my survivors. Whee! Then we saved Jennifer, and this was it. This was the furthest I'd made it. Everything was finally going to plan, and I was happy. Until...
No, Jennifer! Jennifer, why? Jennifer, move! Move! Jennifer, where are you, Jennifer? No! No, please! Get away from them. They're not nice. They're not nice people. Jennifer, why are you so far behind? No! Leave me alone. You're not allowed. They're my survivors. My survivors. Get you out. Oh. Jennifer. 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 Please. Move. Move. If you don't... Move.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that this didn't nearly drive me to the edge of insanity. But what I will say is that after 5 different tries, Frank succeeded and managed to save all 8 of the survivors. And his reward was seeing the mystery woman from earlier on the CCTV and immediately jolting off to go flirt with her some more. So Frank, wanting to impress her, gets some new threads and shows up in a timely manner. The mystery woman, who is called Isabella, doesn't want to flirt with Frank though. She wants to kick his ass.
Isabella! Oh my... Please leave her alone. Let me go. Oh my god, she's got a gun. Bro, let me smooch my corn. Chicken! Shit. Oh! Please. Isabella. Isabella! What did I just say? Oh, okay.
Boom! First try, we beat Isabella. After Frank tries flirting with Isabella, he receives one of these. Then Frankie gets a whole bunch of lore dropped on his head, and he learns that Isabella is in fact related to Nice Shoes Guy. Frank then realizes this is it. This is his big chance at an even bigger scoop. He can see it now. Headlines of the newspapers, where to find the best shoes in Willamette. Isabella wants to meet Frank later on, and she'll bring Carlito for an interview. Frank can barely hold his excitement in, and while Frank and Isabella yap to each other, we are treated to this excellent piece of music and one of my personal favourites from the soundtrack. But unfortunately we can't sit around listening to music all day. Frank heads to the entrance plaza where he once again nearly gets his ass shot. But this time he nearly gets shot by Bill Lumbergh from Office Space. After I wipe out the sniper bloodline, I find Floyd, Wayne, Jolie and Rachel, 4 more survivors to my ever-growing army. And just like every other AI in this video game, they make me freak out immediately.
On each other. Stop laughing. This isn't a laughing matter. Lives are at stake.
Afterwards, I reminisce about the good old days with Gordon.
Mom, don't want to have a...
Come on, follow me,
follow me. Gordon rehash? Shout out Gordon, y'all. Piece of shit. Floyd is here. Floyd has made it. Ladies and gentlemen, Floyd has entered the building.
Okay, then we depot the rest of the survivors, and then we are able to catch up with Jesse and Brad, which it feels like it's been years since the last time. But we don't really learn anything new.
Dr. Barmaid just yaps a bunch and then
he goes for his 8th nap of the day. Then we feed Big Boy Ronald, we finally get another achievement, that being Costume Party, and then we go and meet Isabella. But it turns out the nice shoe wearing man Carlito doesn't want to reveal his sources and shoots Isabella. This guy's the CEO of gatekeeping shoe stores. So now we have to take Isabella back to the security room, plus a guy called Kindle joins us for the ride.
Okay, Kindle, you don't need to stand next to the tree. Good lord, okay, nearly just took me and Isabella out immediately.
We successfully make it back to the security room with Isabella, and then we disclose to Jesse and Brad how she is in fact the sister of Carlita. And then Brad, being the absolute giga chat he is, places the injured woman under arrest, because he doesn't give a shit. Then we briefly leave to go to the food court to get Gil, a survivor, who is surrounded by booze. And by the time we get back, Isabella has woken up and Brad is in the midst of interrogating her when Dr. Barcode turns into a zombie. Then Brad hits the Coldest Poser 2006 and straight up puts a bullet in Dr. Brainiac's head. Frank's bored of the safe room, so he heads to the local gun store where he finds 3 survivors. Now, Frank's, he's become pretty confident in delivering survivors, so he decides to take them along and bring them to the safe room. Surely nothing could go wrong, right?
Oh no. Everybody stay here. Actually, they're kind of just wiping them off the map.
No! Why? Why would you do that? I told you to wait there!
After I went through all 5 stages of grief within 10 seconds, on Frank's second try, we hear a noise that I have, quite frankly, never heard. Did you get it, quite frankly? That's a pretty good one.
I don't know what that was. I've never heard that in my life of playing this game.
Alright, in the matter of saving time, I'm just going to give a brief explanation of how this next fight went.
Fantastic! I'm Frank West!
Follow me! Are you alright? Are you alright?
So yeah, it went pretty well. So we saved the survivors.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright?
Then we head back to the security room. We then unlock the Census Taker achievement. Afterwards, we get to meet the incarnation of social anxiety himself, aka Paul. And after a brief scuffle with him, I am able to get the Punisher achievement. And side note, I think in his Punisher days, Thomas Jane could have made a good-looking live-action friend. Eh? But I recently heard they're eyeing up Jack Black for the role. Anyway, Frank decides to save Paul after he pulls out a stunt that would get me 250 quid from Harry Hill on You've Been Framed. After we get everybody, one of them decides to shut down.
Hello? Earth to Debbie? Debbie?
Okay, maybe she just need...
And then I save 2 more nearby survivors. Paul proves himself to be one of the more capable survivors in this town.
Hey, Paul. Actually, Paul's kind of that... Holy!
As we return to the security room, this is where we learn Carlito is going to blow up the mall
and infect the entirety of America!
But luckily for the people of Willamette, Bradley Garrison is on the case.
Let's do it.
And Frank's not going to let it happen either, because he still needs to find the goddamn shoe store. So Frank and Brad haul ass to the maintenance tunnel where Carlito has planted all the bombs. And en route, Frank unlocks the stunt driver achievement.
Floor it. Woo! There we go. Stunt driver.
But then realizes the car's too fat, so he turns that shit around. And after he turns the car around, he realizes he's about to miss the Kent mission, so he turns that shit around again. Frank can't help but think, Kent, there are bombs in the basement. We don't got time for this shit, player. So Frank says enough is enough and just saws the cunt in half. Not like, hello Kent, do you want to play a game? Saw, he just chainsaws him in half. Then he saves the 2 survivors that are nearby and then hauls ass back to the maintenance tunnels. As Frank is hectically driving around, he's grabbing the bombs out of the back of the trucks. He can't help but think that he really wishes he could spend 3 hours down here just driving around. And what just fun that would be. After Frank grabs all the bombs, he gets them outside. But he decides to stop and daydream about what Giga Chad Brad's up to. And, oh man, he's probably shooting zombies. He's probably shooting at Carlito. He's probably arresting Carlito.
Your terrorist days are over, Carlito. You're finished.
He's probably remembering the basics of CQC with Carlito. He's probably like getting stabbed by Carlito. But it's nothing he can't brush off. After all, he's Brad Garrison, savior of Willamette. After Frank stops daydreaming and takes care of the bombs, he grabs a bike and heads to pick up his new best friend Brad, who happens to be 3 days from retirement and has a kid on the way with a wife he loves very much and who loves him very much. He also told Frank that he's looking forward to being a father because the wife is pregnant. And they just adopted 27 new cats and dogs who can't wait to see Brad come home. Anyway, Brad should be around here somewhere.
Brad? Brad?
Don't get any closer. Stay away, Frank. Don't get near me.
What's the matter, Brad? Are you hurt? I'm coming over there, Brad. We'll go back together. If you're hurt, we'll patch you up.
I'm screwed. It doesn't hurt. Not even a little. I'm already dead. Frank. Don't tell Jesse about this.
If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. Oh, no, Bradley, please don't go. Frank says goodbye, and then Giga Chad Brad helps us with one last thing by awarding us the Snuff Shot B achievement, and we finally lay the legend to rest. And Frank vows to find the shoe store in his honor. It's what he would have wanted. After we get out of the tunnels, we head to the North Plaza to unlock the Stunt Rider achievement.
There we go, Stunt Rider.
After an awkward interaction with Jesse,
As soon as Brad gets his hands on that terrorist, I guess it'll be case closed, huh?
Oh.
Frank and Isabella head to Carlito's hideout to figure out what his next move is. After they arrive at Carlito's place, Isabella finds Carlito's laptop, but it's password protected, so she begins to try and guess. Things like Carlito is the best 112. And while Isabella does that, Frank takes a nice little nap, and he reminisces about the good old days. Afterwards, Frank meets up with Jesse, who shows him Carlito being dragged in the basement. But this time round, after Brad, Frank's not messing around. So in the words of the famous plumber, "Let's leave!" As we enter the butcher's where Carlito is being held, Frank sees that Carlito has had the absolute snot beaten out of him, and he is hanging upside down like Batman has just done an inverted takedown on him. Unfortunately, Frank needs Carlito, but the butcher doesn't want to give Frank Carlito. So this is only going to go down one way.
Oh my lord. Oh my god, it's a Dead by Daylight reference, dude. Oh my god, please. Please. Oh, it nearly happened again. Holy shit. Oh, yes. Okay, if I could only hit him instead of missing.
After we beat Larry the Butcher, it finally is time to have that interview we were promised with Nice Shoes Guy. Well, his shoes aren't as nice now because they have a lot more blood on them, but still. Carlito starts trauma dumping about some place called Santa Cabeza, but Frank's really not in the business of giving a shit. But he does promise Carlito that the Santa Cabeza story will be told.
But I promise, the Santa Cabeza story will be told.
I just need to know where the shoe store is, Carlito. Carlito then proceeds to monologue for about 5 minutes, telling Frank exactly what his plans are and how he will exact revengeance upon America. But Frank is unfortunately zoned out the entire time, thinking of if he wants to eat tomato or chicken soup later. And by the time he stops daydreaming, Carlito is dead. So Frank dusts himself off and steals a locket from Carlito's rotting corpse. He would have wanted Frank to have it. But that's not the only thing Frank's walking away with, as we also receive the full set achievement. Afterwards, Frank briefly becomes an OnlyFans photographer before returning to Isabella. He then decides to tell Isabella that Carlito is dead as hell. Deader than dead even. Does a little shit talking.
You know, I thought he was terrorist scum.
Then looks at the cool thing that he stole, but Isabella sees it and then steals it from Frank.
Hey, that's mine.
But it's lucky Frank took it because it leads to Isabella having a revelation about the password. Password 123.
Did you figure it out?
After Isabella looks at all of Carlito's homework folders, Jessie calls Frank to tell him that she can finally get through to HQ as Carlito's blocker has been disabled. Which she immediately does, but then HQ responds by saying, "Don't worry, we're coming, but we're going to murder everyone, survivors included." And let me tell you, after she hears this, she turns into me after being forced to play Dead by Daylight for 10 minutes. In fact, Jessie's just so pissed off at the whole situation that when the soldiers do arrive, she just decides to eat one of their faces. Like, she's not even a zombie or infected, she just decided to do that. When Frank gets to the security room, he finds Horrors and a note from Otis, telling him that he's casually just saved all 50 survivors by putting them all on a singular helicopter that he knows how to fly for some reason. And as I was reading this in-game, Past Me makes a pretty good point. If you're gonna ask me, I think he makes a pretty good point.
MVP Otis. Kind of weird that he says there's a hell of a racket coming from where the monitors are, and then the note is where the monitors are. Hello? Oh my god, okay. Jesse, you don't need to be doing all that.
Perfect.
Snuff shot J. Okay, well. Shouldn't have hit me. That hurt. A lot.
Before Frank shot Jesse for giving him an outing, we were awarded the Snuff Shot J achievement. As the clock strikes 12, the fashion police... Oh my god. As the clock strikes 12, the fashion police cometh, and they're here to clean up town. But Frank knows why they're really here. They're here to stop him from getting the shoes. So Frank and Isabella decide to lay low for a while until it all blows over. Is what I would say if Frank was a bitch. But Frank decided it was time for the hunter to become the hunted, and he starts attacking the fashion police outright. So much so that he kills 10 of them and gets the legendary soldier achievement. Now it's time we get serious for a second here. For the next achievement I wanted to get, it was called Perfect Gunner. Now to get it, you have to fire 150 bullets, aka all bullets, out of one of the Fashion Police's assault rifles. Now, because I had killed a good amount in here, surely I could get it with all the guns I had, right?
Okay. Well, there goes that one. Oh, bullet point. Not the achievement we were going for, but very nice. Okay, that one just randomly tanked. I think I just missed the bullet, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just going to keep going. All the zomboonies eating together. Okay, I did miss. Oh, okay.
As you can see, I struggled with this one hardcore, so much so that I decided to shelf it and come back to it later, and focused on a different achievement for now, Gourmet.
The apple one might be my favourite so far. So crunchy. Oh no! Thanks. Maybe that's how Jesse managed to like beat the soldiers. So they just decided to do what I just did and just stare at them. Did that? I feel like that just missed. Down the hatch. No brains, no servers. Am I right? Or am I right? Oh, yeah.
Anyone there?
Got all white whip. Okay. Ah, Frank is just. What? What just happened? What the hell did that? That means as soon as I drink this, hopefully, that's the achievement done. Smile. Here we go. Well, it's not popped, so that's great. Drink all of its disgusting gourmet.
After Frank eats enough food that not even I could compete with him, you see the joke is I'm fat, he gets a tummy ache and decides to sleep it off. And by the time that Frank wakes up, the Fashion Police have officially cleared out most of the mall, and we get a dramatic reveal of the chief of the Fashion Police.
What the hell was that?
Now that the dead are dead, the atmosphere of the mall has changed a lot. It's strange seeing the empty park full of bodies as Frank runs around. In fact, Frank found it so scary and spooky that all the zombies were dead that he decided to just sit on the helicopter pad until it arrived, while I made a sandwich. Ham and cheese, if you want to know. And as the clock strikes 12, there's no sign of the helicopter, and Frank's on the verge of giving up, but that's when he hears it, the thump, 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 of the propellers, and he sees the pilot. He's saved until the pilot sneezes and then immediately crashes and dies. And after witnessing this, Frank is not good. He starts looking like me after watching the first 2 hours of The Last of Us Part 2. Now Frank might be crying his eyes out, but I am not, because I have just unlocked the 3-day survivor achievement. And as the zombies who survived the purge crawl closer to Frank, the credits roll, and I get to listen to an absolute tune of a song. Now I would play a clip of it, but it is copyrighted, so... But all you need to know is it goes something a little like this.
Look to my left and you'll see where I tried. Look to my right to see the crimes. Look through my past and you'll see all the lies I've lied. And that's why I'm justified.
Left that laugh in at the end just so you know I was having a bit of fun. That's me. I'm a goofball.
Shut up, cunt.
I then unlocked 3 more achievements, and then also immediately shit my pants.
Why? No. 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 No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. Why didn't I get the why didn't I get all survivors? Why did... If I click on this survivor chart, I'm gonna be angry. Why didn't I get all survivors? Okay. What? I thought the achievement would pop here, so I had a mini heart attack when it didn't. But it's quite obvious now that I think about it. But our story with Frank isn't quite over yet, as MVP Isabella enters the fray. Ooh. Kill him.
Frank! What's the matter with you?
And how does Frank react? He takes a nice little nap. And when Frank wakes up in Carlito's hideout, he realizes that MVP Isabella dragged his big ass back here somehow. Then Isabella breaks the news that Frank has indeed gotten himself infected somehow. I'm not sure how, he's only got bit about 956 times. Frank takes it well though. But according to Isabella, luckily Frank is highly resistant to the zombification.
So what you're saying is that I get to spend longer waiting for the inevitable, is that it? You know, I'm not sure lucky is the word I'd use.
But then Isabella thinks about her favourite Marvel series.
What if?
And then also remembers she can make a postponer of the zombification drug for Frank. So as long as he takes it regularly, as a part of his 5 a day, he'll be A-OK. She just needs Frank to gather the tools and ingredients. Those being a blender, cold spray, developing solution, a perfume bottle, coffee filters, an outfit change, a camp stove, and a magnifying glass.
So loud.
But before Frank headed for the next item, he needed to do something first. You see, every time that Frank had stepped outside into the park, there was an annoying little fly. A fly that had machine guns and rockets, but still. And Frank wasn't gonna let that shit slide.
Holy.
And if you're wondering what type of brilliant commentary Past Uncle's talking about,
I'm gonna start edging my way to... Can't even say edging. I'm gonna start edging. I'm gonna start gooning towards the cookies. The only way I'm leaving is in a cardboard box. Because I'm Venom Snake.
When you can't even say my name.
Oh! Helicopter! We did it! Yes!
after we win another battle, we head to the supermarket for the first aid kit.
Oh. Ooh, technical roll. Ooh, kill him. Okay, just don't kill him. Him just be horrendously dog shit. Good lord. Ice pops.
So we grab the goods and head back to Isabella. Then they yap about the drug that Frank needs, and essentially he needs to gather 10 queens.
Got a long ass neck.
Then Frank says the line.
Fantastic.
And after Frank goes on a big rant, Isabella figures out the big plan that Carlito was telling Frank earlier while he was zoned out. Carlito has planted living zombie time bombs in every
city in America, and it's only a matter of time until they turn.
But there's nothing we can really do about that right now. So Frank decides to focus on the 10 queens. Now he already has 3, so he just needs 7. I then proceed to struggle to find anything regarding a queen for the next 30 minutes.
I can't even find 1 queen, never mind 7. Son!
I'm not joking when I say it was taking me so long to find a queen that I was beginning to shit-talk myself.
Where the hell are all the queens, man?
But maybe you should try to Buckingham Palace.
Good old bitch.
But then I came to the crushing realization that I could just drink nectar to spawn a queen. So I made a bunch of nectar and tried to go for perfect gunner again while I was waiting.
Bro, why is this assault rifle achievement such, like, an absolute nightmare? No. We're still good, we're still good. Okay. 28, 29. Oh, no, 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 please. Please. Okay, there's no bullet in the ground, there's no bullet in the ground. I think we're still okay. 37, 30. No. Please. There's no bullet in the ground? No, there was. I saw it. Alright. There was absolutely no need for all that. I decided to head to the underground tunnels to see if it could help with getting the achievement. And it was safe to say that my patience was far gone.
Get off of me, you annoying freaks! Get off of me, you annoying freaks!
4 bullets, please. And I still didn't get the achievement. Oh my god! Holy god! I didn't get the achievement, but at least I had the 10 queens.
So I headed back, and I was still very bitter.
It's going smoothly for you, but you've not tried getting the assault rifle achievement, have you? Piece of shit.
Then Isabella went Walter White mode and cooked up some of the cure, antidote, whatever you call it. And while she was cooking, she managed to cook up some anti-zombie perfume. Now, why is this perfume so special? It's because, you know, zombies are famously testosterone-filled creatures. And, you know, they're very masculine, and they hate girly stuff like perfume. Even though, you know, I wouldn't say perfume's girly. But they hate it, and, you know. But regardless, Isabella and Frank head to a cave that Frank found earlier that is jam-packed full of zombies, but it might be the only way out of the mall and the town in general. But before we make our daring escape, I still gotta get the perfect gunner achievement. Except this time I used Isabella as the target. Now, in my defense, after I found out it didn't work like that, I did try and do it on the zombies again. But then I got a little angry when Isabella kind of ruined my current streak.
No! Bro! Trying to do this achievement is hard enough, but doing it while Isabella is making my life a living hell is far worse.
That's me! That's me!
Oh, I didn't get it.
And it's probably because Isabella is dog shit. She's dog shit. Dog shit.
As you can see, my temper was definitely getting the better of me at this point.
Oh, I died. Who cares? Just means I get another shot at being miserable. Isabella, like, honest question, what are you doing? I just hit a dead body, so I don't even know if this one's gonna count now. Probably won't, because this game is the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever played in my entire existence. I'm about ready to uninstall this game and install a good game like Dead Rising 4.
This small stretch of gameplay towards the end was by far the worst I had been so far in this one.
What a surprise, I didn't get the achievement. Who gives a shit? Clearly not me. This game is beginning to piss me off.
Climb, Francis, climb like you are Jack and you are mounting the beanstalk.
Oh wow, you're screaming because you're in a crowd of zombies. How did you get into a crowd of zombies?
You decided to let go of my hand.
Oh my god, Gordon was better than you're being right now, Isabella. Holy shit. Oh, and there I go. I got hit with a dead person's hand and died. You need help. Isabella, you have full health. You are quite fine. Isabella just killed me.
Oh god, I can't. Where did he go from?
Isabella,
why won't you save me?
Isabella.
Why won't you save me?
Oh, that's good. Great, what have I got now? A pickaxe. Mine some diamonds. Get some diamond armor, son. Move! See ya. Ooh, 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 ooh. See ya.
After a lot of pain, rage, and agony, I was finally able to make it to the next section of the tunnel. After being stuck in that tunnel section for probably close to an hour, I felt reinvigorated. I felt ready to go.
Right, shoot Isabella, not me. I didn't save. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Oh god. That bullet just hit her, I think. That better still count. Or I'm very, very angry. Very, very angry. Actually, no. I'm not going to be very angry. Because I've just grown to accept disappointment as the height of my existence. You know what? That's okay. I don't mind. Oh, I missed! I missed! Oh, I didn't. I lied. I'm not disappointed. I'm pissed off. Oh, I'm so angry. I missed. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Let's just sit back
And let. What is this weird audio glitch on here? What are you looking at, you punk bitch? When this gate opens up, I'm gonna beat your ass. With one health. Not saving over that save. There we go. Alright, full send. Chainsaw out. Ooh, jump over the jump. Ooh. Dodge, 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 dodge. Ooh. Oh. Yes! There's one for you. And then that. Ooh, Bo-oh. Eat my nuts. Oh, yeah. I feel it. It's the one. Isabella is doing a funky dance. Or was it meant to be that the second chance is the one?
After 2 more failed attempts at the perfect gunner achievement, I decided to give it up again. Finally progressed onto the next section of the story. The part where Isabella and Frank escape Willamette together, and they get married. Oh God, it's so beautiful. And then they...
What in oblivion is that?
Yeah, that's right. Frank had one more fight before him and Isabella could get out of here. He had to beat this big-ass tank. And to be quite truthful, this has got to be one of the easiest fights in the entire franchise. This shit is just straight point and click. Although it is the only time in the franchise that we actually play as Isabella, because Frank's the one driving. So that's kind of cool. But to get back to it, after we defeat the tank, it's revealed that its driver is none other than the chief of fashion police, Brock.
And he just straight up rams Frank and Isabella off the road.
And then he decides to step out of the tank and do his little monologue, where him and Frank exchange a yelling match, essentially.
What about those innocent people who had to pay for sins committed by our government and its inhuman research?
Our mistakes have not begun with this operation.
But there's a very important piece of dialogue that I'm going to play now.
Hey, do you know where the shoe store is?
Yeah, I do. But I ain't telling you, dickhead, bitch, pussy-ass journalist, stupid head. My cigar! Let's do this! Bitch, bitch, ooh. Uh-oh. Fun? Ow. Oh! Let me out them ankles, bitch! Party chop. He's beating my ass! Get in the pit of zombies. Oh, not you, Frank. I was talking to him. Ow!
Stop holding back.
What do you mean holding back? You need to leave me alone, sir. Isabella. Help! Isabella! Okay. Yeah, right. This guy's clearly got like a hack mod menu or something. Ooh. You like that one, did ya? Done. And after a few more jump kicks, Frank defeated Brock, and we get to witness one of the greatest death scenes of all time. I lose it every time I watch that cutscene. This is actually not a very well-known fact, but the original cutscene for that actually has audio, and I actually managed to recover it, so I'll just play it again. I blew up your stupid ass shoe store, bitch! And that is actually the reason the following moment happens. And there it is, the ending of Dead Rising 1. And our reward for doing so was a double achievement pop. See, I can't help but notice that I've still not got the 50 survivors achievement. Better pop at the end of these credits, I tell you, or I'm going to be popping someone in the jaw, let me tell you that much for free, pal. Alright, please, I'm just skip. I don't. Oh! Saint. Get at least 50 survivors out of the mall. Thank the Lord. Frank West managed to escape to the town of Willamette with the information printed. The news caused a fever without the... And Frank continued to search for the next big shoe store in hopes that one day he would find a nice new pair of shoes. Well, there it was. Dead Rising. I hate this game. So that was it. That was the story of Frank West and his search for the elusive shoe store of Willamette, Colorado. But our job isn't done yet, as I only have 33 of the 50 achievements. So I started off by getting 2 of the more boring achievements, Indoorsman and Outdoorsman. After I'd finished both of these achievements, I came to the crushing realization that I had forgotten about an achievement I was meant to get during the first playthrough, called Transmissionary. You have to answer every single solitary call from Otis in the game without it being interrupted. So what that means is I was going to have to replay the entire game and get a vast majority of the survivors back to the security room. Again. And so because of that, I'm going to switch it into a new game and hand over the commentator reins to Past Uncle. Now, whatever you do, do not ask him what he thinks of Dead Rising 4. Worst mistake I ever made. So as the guy from Back to the Future once said,
Marty, we have to go back to the past to get to the future in the present. Great Scott!
I've covered wars, you know.
Go!
Survivor. Here we go. Absolutely shat on. Oh.
Beautiful!
Bill, get your stupid ass face out of the frame. Turn.
Over there!
To the door, to the ring, to the king, to the screen, to the ping. Where's my crown? Frank has no giat. Huh? There you go. A little bit of zoomer talk for you right there. There we go. Vehicle. Alright. I'll shoot you all my dumps. I'm gonna eat some cookies. Yummy, yummy, yum, 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 yummy. Marathon runner. There we go. I figured it would drop eventually. What's going on? So you don't need to yell, I'm here. Okay.
While I was in between calls, I decided to go for one of the more tedious achievements, that being PP Collector. Photograph all PP stickers in the mall.
Get holy shit, these zombies are pissing me off!
Fantastic. 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 Perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Are you sure?
Huh? Come on, son. Come on, son. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not good. Please! Please! It didn't work. Son? Get the hell off of me! You're a nobody to me, Adam. You'll always be a nobody to me. Because you're dog shit. You're a capital L loser. Nobody ever laughed at you. Oh! Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, get up there where I'm nice and safe. Son of a bitch. What? Why are they back? Where?
You were almost a jibble sandwich.
Fantastic.
There we go, level max. Maximum level achieve. Let's go rescue the professor. Let's go rescue the professor. Let's go rescue the professor. Let's go rescue the professor.
Shortly after beating Carlito, I decided to call it a day and stopped recording. This isn't really the important part. What is the important part is what I decided to do the next day. Now, I recorded this probably about a month ago now, but for some odd reason, this is how I decided to greet my future self, but current day me.
Did I scare you? I hope I did.
Yeah, this really doesn't add anything to the video at all, but I just couldn't help but include it because of how genuinely stupid it is. So yeah, enjoy that. Plus, I think I kind of sound like SpongeBob while saying it.
Brad needs his medicine. Little baby Brad, little baby Brad, little baby Brad needs his little baby medicine, little baby Brad. There we go. Don't shoot, Stephen. Right, that is 2 out of 10 photographs. Snake, you need to photograph 10 psychopaths.
Get up, Colonel, you cunt.
Oh my god, bro. Heather. Heather is dead? That's quite alright. Touch me. Back, son. I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out. Ronald? Holy shit, that's not Ronald. Ronald! I thought that was Ronald. Oh, that scared the shit out of me, good lord. Jennifer. Right. Jennifer, please. Right. Down the stairs. Okay. Don't want to do this, Jennifer, but I have to. Okay. Because you're not locked in. Get the others. Well, how heroic. It's okay. We're okay. Okay, we might not be that okay because that's a lot of cultists. Okay, Jennifer, you might die. Okay, Jennifer, it's over. You're dead. We're dead, Jennifer. It's over. Jennifer. Jennifer. Jennifer.
So, little update. Jennifer might be dead.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright?
Okay. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Wow! Oh my god. Good lord. Can nobody touch me? Okay.
What? What are you doing? Move!
Wow, 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 wow.
Holy shit!
See ya. Wayne is guarding. No, delay. Holy shit, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. So I'll hold hands together. One moment. Ooh, shit! Frank got that thing on. We got Frank looking like a distant cousin of Honk. Bonk. Look at Frank's ankle. It's like he's glued his foot to the board. Frank's getting a little freaky with the shoes. Again. Oh. Oh! Oh, don't shoot me. Are you kidding me?
Don't let us get away.
Okay, I just killed that man by combat rolling into him. Incredible.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright?
Oh no! Well, you exercise of that, son. Hey, Michelle. So, what's going on? No, Cheryl! Cheryl! Holy shit, Beth dead. Michelle! Michelle! Get the hell off of me! I've absolutely just caved his own head in. I've just caved my own head in. Come on, me, coming on through. Ooh! Yeah! Holy shit, that scared me. Absolutely zero reason to be shooting me in the back of the head, Paul. I may have caught your Winsker on fire, but you don't need to be goddamn shooting me in the head for it. Okay, I thought I was gonna die. I hate to say it, Frank, but we're pretty low on health, so might have to eat the urinal cakes.
Over there!
Jesus! Okay, there was no reason for that. Holy shit, he's crazy! Holy shit! I can see that. I can see the headlights. Shit! I've gone the entire wrong way. Palito, holy shit, you need to move. Get out because Carlito keeps ramming me. Leave me alone. Oh! I forgot about the Kindle thing. Okay. It should pop after this. Please. Transmissionary. Now that I had unlocked the transmissionary achievement, I focused on cleaning up some of the smaller ones before we tackled the big two, a little name I just came up with right now. But I heard it's kind of catchy now. So I decided to focus on the clothing achievements. Now I do have something to confess. I did forget to record all of the clothing I put on. I do hope you can forgive me. And just like that, 2 more achievements were done and dusted. But that was all the achievements I could get in this run of the game, because I'd been locked out of the PP stickers in Leisure Park because the cultists were no longer present. But that's fine, because I made a save just in case something like that would happen. But I didn't want to leave this run just yet, so I decided to have Frank take a nice little nap on the helipad until the helicopter showed up. Okay, that would have been Paradise Plaza. I got the hat on. Oh no. Please! Oh! Help me! Ow! Oh, it's going crazy again! Help me! Seize him! Naked officer of the law, coming on through, coming on through. Naked officer of the law, coming on through, coming on through. Don't overtake me. Okay, I was really expecting that to break. Sorry, Isabella. I've got PPs to take pictures of. Okay. What? No? No bowling ball? They're pretty good quality. See? You wanna test that out? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what I just did. Oh. Holy shit, you get like 2 seconds at most. Okay, that was really good. Alright, maybe. How? No! Let's... Okay. It's like at that. It's at this post here. No!
Fantastic.
Woo! PP collector for little old me. Now that that was done and dusted with, we had less than 9 achievements left to get. One of which I had been trying to get since I started playing the game, which was Psycho Collector, but I just for the life of me could not stop forgetting to take a picture of the psychos before defeating them. Not even Major Zero could remind me. So I decided to start another run and go for these 2 achievements, mainly. While I was waiting for the psychopaths to spawn, I decided to go for the Item Smasher achievement, which is quite simple, just smash 100 items. And my immediate thought was to do it with the King Salmon, because they break after 2 uses. Eat the raw meat. Eat the raw... Oh, there we go. Item Smasher. I got that a lot quicker than I thought I would. I call upon the bowling ball gods once more to assist me in this strike. Fear the blue balls of destruction. Eat this one, big man. Oh, she's alive! Please. That better count. Really, you couldn't break the glass. Yeah, like that. Down here right now, young man. You're in a lot of trouble. Now that I had some free time between psychopaths, I started the process for the escorting 8 female survivors achievement. Now, to my knowledge, there's only one way to get it. But just to give a quick summary of the events that I need to do. I need to save Heather and Pamela, then the hostages from the Joe mission, then save Sally, not Nick, and then finish it off by saving Jennifer. And then I should unlock the achievement. So let's begin. Oh, Bob. Wait. Oh, hopefully. Not gonna blow Heather's head off this time. I have grown quite sick of these zombies. Let me tell you something. There we go. Pamela has been saved. Heather? Okay, she's taking the long way around. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me, dog. You're gonna go sit over by the goddamn door. Her hat say juicy. Juicy hat. That's a pretty drippy hat. I need to get one of those. Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? You can surely make your way down the stairs. These stairs have to be the worst, like, AI pathing in the entire game. And for some reason, after I'd saved all of these survivors, Sally didn't spawn. And wouldn't spawn, and no matter how many times I entered the area and then re-entered again. I did look it up, and apparently Kent's mission can stop her from spawning for some reason sometimes. A little bit weird, but it just meant that I have to redo everything again, so yay, me, I guess. Now, I was just gonna, like, go up to Kent and be like, hey man, can you, like, leave me alone? Because I've got to save Sally in order to get the achievement. But, in a sad turn of events, I wasn't able to save him in time. Don't worry, Ken. I'll save you. I'll save you, Ken. Ken, I'll save you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I couldn't save Ken. He was a good man. He didn't deserve it. It should have been me. After slaying Joe once more, and after 4 more, are you alright? And storming into Paradise Plaza and saving Jennifer, I'm glad to announce that we unlocked the achievement. We had 5 achievements left before we take on the big 2, a little name I've come up with recently. So, I went back to hunting down psychos and taking pictures. Why does the lighting look so incredibly nice all of a sudden? Ow. 1, 2. Family portrait.
You serious?
The hell did that not hit them? There we go. All 3 of them. Shit, help me fly.
Blade! Blade, open the door! Blade!
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I got you. Oh! Psycho Collector. Photographs at least 10 psychopaths. Well, there you go. Little jump kick to the head. Right, well, good luck, guys. Here, I'll give you this sword so you can cut yourself out and help the others. I've got to go though. I've got a thing. Got a thing I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta go. Alright. Yeah. Don't mind me. Because I completed Psycho Collector faster than I anticipated, I still had a fair bit of time. So, I decided to go for the Karate Champ achievement. I just gotta beat the smokes out of 1,000 zombies. Now, this actually proved to be a lot more time consuming than I realised, even though it does say 1,000 zombies, and when you think about it, that is a ridiculous amount. So at first, I just tried moving around to different areas. Okay! But then, in my brilliant ways, I remembered that there was a basement full of zombies, packed shoulder to shoulder. So I went down there and I just started doing my best Stone Cold Steve Austin impression, and I started beating on them sons of bitches, and what, and then what.
Solar. Karate champ, defeat at least 1,000 zombies barehanded. And that is another achievement done and dusted.
So it was finally time to take on one of the big two, a little name I came up with recently. That being Zombie Genocider. Kill 53,594 zombies. Going into this, I knew what the basic idea of the route to take to do it was. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the most efficient route. You take the red car to the van to the white car, then the white car back to the red car, and then you repeat that about 9 trillion billion times.
But this is not what my foolish self did. I did a much more simplified version of this route, which is take white car to van to white car, then reload the area by either going into Larry's butcher shop or going up the stairs near the white car into the Paradise Plaza area. I have to admit, I heavily underestimated this achievement. I thought it was going to be kind of easy, you know, hashtag chill vibes, y'all. It was not. It was by far the worst thing in this entire video game. It made my mind turn to butter and then put it into the microwave and melted it. This shit was just plain awful. Oh! Zombie killer. 1/5 of the way there. Not sick of it yet, although we're getting there. What? No! That's not fair! Oh my god. Well. My car! My car! My car! Driving in this tunnel is like... It's like the car version of a deep cave diver. I wonder what goes through like the minds of Otis and Jesse when they like just look on the security cameras to see Frank doing hundreds of laps around the same area in the same 2 vehicles. If you think about it, this is kind of like the plot of the Super Mario games. Really? Okay. Eat random bit of meat that's been left on like a dirty cardboard box in a dirty arse tunnel. God knows how long it's been there, unrefrigerated. Hello, it is me, Mario. I know how to tame velociraptors. Okay. Whatever. Unreal. Really just went Laurie mode. Zombie genocider. Oh, thank God. Oh, man. After close to 3 hours of driving around the same loop and my brain nearly turning to mush, we got one of the big two, a little name I came up with recently. Afterwards, I just sat on top of the roof until the good old helicopter came. So now,
We have our final 2 achievements ahead of us. 5-Day Survivor and 7-Day Survivor. And at the end of it, we will have the final total of 49 out of 50. Wait. What? I forget one.
Kept you waiting, huh?
How could I forget the achievement that was causing me so much pain? Perfect Gunner. It was finally time to get it. I didn't have a save ready, or at least I didn't think I did, so I loaded into the overtime mode to get straight into it. And then, now, look at Frank's ugly R-face. Big little screenshot of that. After I commandeered a couple of rifles from the nearby soldiers, I headed to the underground tunnels where the zombies are most dense to have the best shot at getting the achievement.
Bucket, bitch. Uh-oh. Oh god, it hit his helmet. That better not. That better still count. It hit him. It just didn't kill him. Oh, it must not have counted when I hit that guy in the helmet, bro. Mother of God. Release me.
Release me!
Blank. Holy shit. I've got a zombie pushing me. Wait, low-key. Kinda going crazy. It's like I'm drive-bying the zombies. Ooh, I think I might have just missed, and I'm actually not that angry. No point taking risk. One more bullet. And I missed somewhere along the way. Get the hell away from me with your No. No, please. Out of my way. Oh my god. They're gonna cut me. Run away! Frank, stop using your fist! No. Ow, bitch! There's absolutely no reason for you to do any of that. He's standing there, menacing me. Oh, stop! Don't shoot! Oh my god. No. I don't deserve this. I'm a good person. I don't deserve... Oh, for God's sake! This can of sardines is about to win me at the game. Here we go now. Ooh, open the door. Ooh. Holy shit, they came in. Bitch, you can't do this. Okay, we've got 3 more tries. 1 shot. And I must have missed along the line. What is that? Did that just hit the wall? Out of my way. Out of my way. Eat. Okay, well that's 1 attempt down the drain, eh? That was really good, that was, Frank. Just keep running. Run, Frank, run. Leave me alone. You'll never take me. I'm about to mess you up. Oh shit, that didn't do anything. Run. Run, Frank. Run. Frank, run. Eat. Throw this over there. Maybe they think, oh, he's over there. He made a noise. Right, that didn't remotely work, but I've got one of these. I got one of these. Yeah. Yes! Perfect gunner. Thank the Lord. Yippee! Yippee! Woohoo! Oh man. Oh, that was annoying.
Finally, it's time to take on the second member of the Big Two. The most infamous Dead Rising 1 achievement, 7-Day Survivor, and his little bro, 5-Day Survivor. Now, I haven't actually played this game mode for longer than 10 minutes before, so I was going to have to take that 10 minutes of knowledge and stretch it to 14 hours of no saving, no dying, and no more crying over Brad.
Oh, no, no.
So, let's start this shit. Not gonna be any grabbing this time. Holy shit, the zombies ate Susan. Oh, it's already been 40 minutes, you know? Almost there. Is this what I need? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Alright, there's health 1. Things are looking good. You know, Alistair and Hour, they don't call me one of the best gamers in the business for no reason at all, you know what I mean?
Huh? I know exactly where I'm going, what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, I already forgot the Mega Buster. Holy shit, I suck. No! It's fine. It was just the game was a little bit too easy, so I was like, yeah, why not? Let's just get bit. What? Oh my god.
He's got a bomb!
And I managed to dodge towards it. Absolutely incredible. Of one. Stop. Holy shit, there's so many. Run! Oh, god. Now, the plan is to gather all food in this area. Bring it back here. And then go AFK until Frank's dead as hell. And then being converged upon by the undead. Eat Frank.
Frank, you didn't eat quick enough.
On my face. Bro, you weren't even looking at me. You can't do that. That's cheating. You're cheating, you cheater. I don't imagine I can put anything down up there, can I? Yeah. Hi! I am going to eat a squash. Carlito, you get back here. Get back here, young man. Eat an orange. Oh, bro, I'm so dumb. I dropped the one thing I don't want to drop. Whatever. You know? Quite nice living here in this gym. You know, sometimes I get bored and run a couple of laps around. You know, keeps up the exercise. Sometimes I just people watch. Look out the window, see what zombies are doing. The zombie over there is going crazy on that hand. Holy shit. Fuck. We're speeding down the highway. Yeah! Uh-oh. Let's go have a look at what's on the schedule. Open the gym. 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 And you can't forget, open the gym. Let me just talk about, like, how ridiculously strong Frank is to be able to lift a weight like this, a dumbbell, and then launch it across the room like that. Oh. Oh no. They can get through that one, no can't they? Get out of my house. Ow. Oh god! It's all going awful. So how's your day going, man? No? No? Alright. Alright. Well, we can take our things and leave. And the time? 2 days, 4 hours.
Oh! Shit!
Really? You couldn't just leave me alone? I went over here for a reason. Be gone. You can tank a bucket? How about you tank this, son? Holy shit, he tanked it. I know that zombie's not coming towards me. I will lose my shit. Bruh. You seriously couldn't just leave me alone? Well, I could use a friend. You're now my friend. You're staying with me. We're on this adventure together. Wonder if the bullet will ricochet off the bucket.
What have I done?
Rest in peace, bucket zombie. You truly were one of my closest friends. Bro, I don't know what they're feeding these zombies, but holy shit, their sense of smell must be something immaculate. Well, at least I have a replacement for my dearest friend. Frank must absolutely reek, because there's no shot. They're coming from over there. They have no direct line of sight. How are they still seeing me? Oh god, he's here. You look, the guy. Okay, I swear to god, I just saw Frank's bald ass head for a second then. Alright, this should last us quite a while. I think I may be slowly starting to lose my mind as I'm hearing the same couple of more songs over and over. Not to mention sounds of zombies having a water fight, having a little splash fight down there by the sounds of it. Imagine how nasty that water is. Got a bunch of zombies playing Marco Polo together. What the hell is on these plates? That's just salad. Why do they have so much salad just on plates? There's no way. I don't give a shit if this place is packed. There is no way that at the time of the outbreak, this many people were ordering salad at the same time. They got a little certificate on the wall. I wonder if one of them's for most salad served. It's kind of weird as well that, you know, during the outbreak, there's not a single tray on one of these tables. So you're telling me the outbreak happened at exactly the point in time? Holy shit, you scared me. Get up, Ken. Get up. No, I kind of like the plant pot. I'm gonna move it here, in fact. Give Frank a nice little chair. Holy shit. That guy's eating Kent's ass. That's nice. Why the hell did they... Why did they take the mugs from the bottom one and not the top one? There's something weird about this restaurant, I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna take another plant. I want this plant. This is my plant. I think I'll put this plant here. I got 2 plants. 2 nice looking plants. Shit, you know what? Oh no. My plant. I'm gonna put this one here. Look at this. This place feels a lot more homey now. Here I am again, listening to this same song over and over again.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again.
House tour. So here's where I keep all my orange milk. Here's where I keep that. Here's the kitchen area. Got some plates, got some mugs, got some blenders. Got my plant, my other plant. My frozen drinks machine, my second frozen drinks machine. Got this tall ass pot for some reason. And my third plant. This is my chair where I sit down. This is my orange that I drink. Holy shit, this is a tall ass counter. Good lord. I think you'd need heels to work at this counter. Jeez.
Holy crap, this is like that time I was a bad joke in 100%ing Dead Rising 1 video. Oh, Peter, you shouldn't do that, Peter.
What the deuce? I'm Stewie Griffin. I'm Brian the Dog, and I'm an alcoholic.
The hell are the zombies doing?
Yeah.
Are they all trying to get to Carlia? Oh, and they're on camera shy. They're all running away now. Look at them. They're doing it again. Oh, look. Oh, they're acting. Oh, shit, he's looking again.
Shit! Oh, she's looking.
Yeah, they go back to... Kind of like in the Truman Show where he catches, like, people acting strange. After I lose one more square, I think I'm gonna eat this pie, this snack, and the snack in my hands. Oh! 5-day survivor. We're almost there. Oh, he's got a gun. Shit, Ken's going crazy. Treating this shit like it's an Elden Ring fight. Ken, you're scaring me. I don't like you. If I get an angle on you, Ken, it's done. You are done. There goes Ken. Let's move this. Right here. Move one of these TVs. Right here. And that. I mean, come on. This is our new safe house. Ow, Thomas, you little bitch. Ooh, no scope. Don't shoot, Roger. Don't need to.
Oh! Save me, Roger!
Thank you.
This is the last time we'll wait. I promise. This time, with voice acting.
What do we got in here? Holy shit! Okay, that takes it. That's the ugliest outfit in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Low key. A little bit drippy.
Right.
A little bit drippy. I kind of respect it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we have a snakeskin suit.
Right.
That's definitely a required taste. Just because I would never lie, I'll add this bit in here instead of just speeding up me waiting around again. After a very, very long amount of hours, I decided to return to the place I felt most at home, which is Colombian Roastmasters. I even brought my plants back. I decided that this was the place I was going to make my final stand. This was my either place of victory or my resting place.
Get the hell away from my plant, bitch. My plant now. See ya. Oh hell! See now, this.
And after a combined total of Probably closer to 15 hours with all the times I paused to, like, take a piss or get something to eat. I'm glad to announce.
Finally. 7 days survivor. I'm free.
Well, there it is. That's how I 100%ed Dead Rising 1. I'd be surprised if anyone actually made it to this point and is hearing me now with how many shit jokes I made and my annoying commentary, but if you did, congratulations. But in all seriousness, I have a deep love for this game. It's one of the greatest of all time. From the story to the voice acting, I will forever love TJ Rotolo, or whatever his last name is, as Frank West. There's no replacing him for me. There's just truly nothing like this game. Well, anyway, this video was originally meant to be no longer than 40 minutes long, but as you can probably assume, that's not the case. But that's the curse I have to bear for being, you know, so funny, handsome, charismatic. Well, that's just the way of the road. So, after a combined total of 75 hours played, 65,579 zombies killed, and 1 mangled brain thanks to the Zombie Geno achievement, that is how I 100%ed Dead Rising 1.